The Discworld, easily the most popular books by the late Sir Terry Pratchett, is funny, satirical, and smart. There are several books that could be broken down into quite a few series. And while it would be easy to cover them by the series, this month we are covering some of our favorite characters from the series. And starting off, we cover with the oldest, most renowned barbarian, Cohen the Barbarian. I'm Ollamh, and this is Geek Trivia. Obviously a parody of Conan the Barbarian, Cohen is also reference to Genghis Khan. His full name is Genghis Cohen, and at over 90 years of age, he has had a lot of experience in not dying. This is his secret weapon. He has been in so many fights that he is well versed, simply put, in not being where the enemy is going to strike. Now, he was born in the Hublands on the Discworld in a barbarian tribe. His exploits have been sung about, written into books, and even had instructional books written in his name. While the Discworld books don't describe the full details of his adventures, it is strongly suggested that he has been everywhere and done everything. In an homage to the Conan series, he is introduced sitting in a tent, the honored guest of a tribe of barbarians. They go around the circle, stating what they think is best in life. While most state normal barbarian things like slaughtering the enemies, Cohen simply states hot water, good dentistry, and soft lavatory paper. This shows that in his old age, he has realized that while slaughtering your enemy is part of the job of a barbarian, the really important things are more basic. Speaking of looking at barbarianism as a job, he follows a certain code. Some of the more basic are that when one side is drastically outnumbered, that side is almost assured to win. That living longer simply means you are less likely to die. Also, you should always allow the villain an escape route. The last part of the code is actually a pact with the villains. The bad guy will hire stupid minions, give them uniforms that cover their face, and always leave the hero a way to escape from any trap. In his first appearance, he rescues a maiden from sacrifice, as well as Rincewind the Wizard and his tourist companion, Twoflower. When he decides to marry the maiden, Rincewind asks if he thinks he is healthy enough. Cohen, of course, does not understand that he might be too old, and thinks that Rincewind is worried about the maiden. He shrugs and says they'll go ahead with the marriage and just hope that she can handle him. Speaking of his first adventure in the Discworld books, he also gets one of his most recognizable characteristics now. He did not take good care of his teeth when he was a younger man, because he never thought he would live to reach his then 87 years of age. So he has hundreds of recipes for soup, but really wants a steak. Twoflower shows him his dentures, which gives Cohen an idea. After claiming some of the diamond teeth from a downed troll, he has a dwarven jeweler fashion diamond dentures, causing his grin to gleam in the light. Now Cohen has been married several times, or at least had relations with plenty of women in his time. He didn't care whether his children were male or female. In fact, he teaches his daughter how to fight, avoid traps, and be an amazing thief. Corina winds up going on an adventure with Rincewind, who jokingly asks her at one point, "Who's your father, Cohen the Barbarian?" To which she simply answers, "Yes." Later, Cohen is found in the Agatian Empire, the very oriental-styled land of the Disc. He has gathered what he calls his Silver Horde, a group of very aged barbarians. Together, they force their way into the Empire, seeking to steal something very precious. When they have taken the throne room of the Empire, Cohen reveals that they are really there to steal the Empire itself. His Silver Horde winds up fighting the great houses of the Empire. They don't realize that they could actually die. As they get ready to fight, Rincewind winds up helping them out by rising the Red Army. The Red Army is said to rise up and help the reincarnation of the original Emperor. Having secured the throne, Cohen and his horde decide to retire and live out their lives in comfort. Now, this retirement did not last very long. Though they had everything they could want, they realize when old Vincent chokes on a cucumber, this is no way to live and eventually die. Cohen takes the horde and decides to return what the first barbarians stole, this being fire. Their plan is to enter the citadel of the gods at the top of the world and blow it up, thus showing their displeasure in the way life goes. Again, it is Rincewind that helps him out and prevents him from actually blowing up the citadel, as that would remove the magic from the world and kill everything. Cohen looks to the bard that he's kidnapped and tells him to make sure to write a good story that everyone will remember his name. He takes his horde and jumps off the side of the mountain, evidently to their death. Though when the Valkyries show up to take them to the afterlife, they steal the flying horses and take off to explore other worlds. So the final result of Genghis Cohen the Barbarian is still in question. When confronted by his friends, Death refuses to explain whether Cohen and his horde are actually dead or not. So what do you think of the oldest barbarian of the Discworld? Would you like to know his final outcome, or is it better left a mystery? Which Discworld character would you like to learn more about next? Leave a comment down below and let us know. And remember to check back for more Geek Trivia every Monday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. As always, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!
Traveled gentlemen, I've decided that it's time to give you a gentleman's perspective on the world. Okay, that was kind of cool.